Hey Zombie Slayers, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. We're back with some State of Decay 2 Lethal Zone difficulty, but this time I brought some backup. Halcyon Ways and I had just finished a session of Daybreak, which we succeeded at, I might add, and I figured I could use his help in some Lethal Zone difficulty where my team is struggling. We do have a new person. I believe her name is Flora. We've equipped her with some nice rain gear. And we are just going to do some scavenging. And what's really good about her was that from that last Enclave was she had her cardio was maxed out and it was specialized to marathon. So as we're talking about, marathon is not normally something that I pick for my other communities, but specifically for Lethal Zone, I think we'll be doing a lot more running, and we're going to really take advantage of it. So this is going to be one of the best things about having even one extra person. Not only are we going to have more ranged DPS, but we can help each other in melee combat. Melee combat will be much less difficult. Just like that. That guy was about to hit him, and a quick backstab will get him. What I highly recommend is if you are going to join your friend or my game for multiplayer, especially in Lethal Zone, make sure that you're using possibly your Green Zone team. I have a Nightmare team and I have a Green Zone team. The Green Zone team has a lot of resources, and if for whatever reason I do lose a character in say someone else's game, it's no big deal because in the Green Zone I can quickly get a replacement character. So it looks like we're going to take out actually an infestation at this warehouse. And we haven't come across any freaks yet, but there will be, looks like 2 screamers, blood screamers, by the way. I think what would be cool is for the blood screamers actually is if you notice when they scream, they kind of like spit blood straight up in the air. It would be cool if they did kind of like an AoE type of misting of the blood plague when they screamed. Maybe instead of it, well, I guess it can still stun you, but at the same time, if it also applied more plague infection to you, that would increase the difficulty. Not that the difficulty needs to be ramped up even more. And also what I like about Flora is that she does have a full bar and she's not of stamina and she's not injured. So we can actually run around, we can actually fight a little bit. But it looks like actually another new friend is going to be joining us. I believe Zeta Plague. Try to hit that guy. There we go. And even though we have a lot of extra people, meaning that it's technically easier, we can't like rest on our laurels. It's like you're gonna see probably later on, I'm not sure in this video or the next, but I got barreled over by a plague zombie and I gained like half a bar of plague infection in just one hit. So we're just gonna take a look. I believe this warehouse is empty. There's not even one thing for us to loot in here. And I think I'm gonna skip to. It takes us a while to find the one zombie that's around here. Okay, so we found the last zombie, and it gives us a nice chunk of influence for that. I like that. So I guess that's how they balance it. You get much less influence from screamers and bloaters, but you get I feel like more from infestations, and we're gonna see how much we get from plague hearts. And speaking of plague hearts, that's what we're gonna try to tackle next. So actually, to tackle it though, for convenience, I'm going to actually create an outpost at that gun location. I don't really have the resources to do it, but my new friends do. And we got to be careful because in the lethal zone, don't forget, the plague hearts are supposed to have more damage resistance to both guns and melee and explosives.
God, I am so sick of plague zombies.
So you're going to notice that there are a ton more plague hearts in the area as well. Okay, found some parts. See, there's a plague heart in that garage to our left. So they're really close together. Okay. So unfortunately, I did not have an opportunity to loot this place. So this location came fully looted already. Hopefully that won't be the case later on. And see, I gotta be very careful. Every hit from those plague zombies is gonna give us a lot of plague infection. Okay, so we set up the outpost. Let me see what I have. I have very few bullets left. And let's just skip to the actual combat. So I asked one of my party members for some 9mm rounds, and no one had any, but they did give me a Dillinger, and I forgot what type of ammo it takes. I think 45 caliber rounds. So thank you for that. But what I forgot about the Dillinger is it's a burst fire weapon. Not specifically the best type of gun. It'll probably be okay for... And look at that. That one blood plague zombie bowled me over, and I gained like almost 60% of my plague meter. And I have less than 4 minutes to live now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the second floor. And that's what I was talking about in the last video, in that we can come to the second floor and shoot through the window there to hit the plague heart. Now remember, in the lethal zone, when you destroy the plague heart, it doesn't destroy the plague zombies nearby. So you got to keep that in mind. Running out of bullets. There we go. So plague heart is destroyed, and I'm not too sure if my party members remembered that fact. And now they're going to jump into a whole lot of plague zombies. And the problem is I can't help too much because any hit is going to get me that much closer to death, and I have to get back to the outpost to make some plague here. Plug a little bit right here. Let me know in the comments below what are your favorite melee weapons in State of Decay 2. Me personally, I really love close combat weapons. It means that there's less weight, and then I also like the speed of it. I like to do my quick finishers. But I got my rucksack, and I'm gonna quickly run back to the outpost because we're running out of time and I need to make up some plague cure. This is not a common occurrence in Nightmare mode. Although, with the update 23, I do find that they did change it around. So I might be having situations like this where I actually have people with full-blown blood plague versus just the infection. So let's drop off some stuff. And let's make some plague cure. So actually what we're going to do right now, let's take a look at something. So we're going to check him out. We're going to check her in. And unfortunately for you, Chuck, you're not going back into... we're not going to be... Let's take a look if we can make... Let's see, can we make a plague cure? I don't think we even care about Chuck. Chuck's just going to die. Because remember, Chuck is also irritable to other community members. And we already have extremely low morale. So I think with him, he has a blood plague. We're just going to let him die, unfortunately. So there is a quest over there, but there is a hostile enclave. And as you might know, they are extremely deadly. They were already very deadly in Nightmare mode. They're going to be even deadlier in this lethal mode. So I'm going to equip that new assault rifle that I got, and me and my party, we're going to head over there, see if we can take him out. And I believe it's in the same location where the old Enclave used to be. Because remember, when you recruit someone from an Enclave, it disbands the Enclave. And that's one of the things with Lethal Zone as well. You don't want to get too far ahead, because you never know when a blood feral, is going to spawn, and that's just going to ruin your day. Because it's no longer, just let them beeline to you and get one headshot on them. The ferals are extremely difficult now that you have to kind of like destroy their hard head or their helmet type of thing. So they're in that small little building there, inside that shedish type of thing. And this entire time I've been using like push to talk voice comms, in-game voice comms, and I think they've heard me. I'm not too sure, because they have good skills, so they follow and do what I set out to do. But I'm hoping in future videos that I figure out how the party chat works and get the voice comms going, so you can hear us coordinate better. So there we go. There's one person, but there's bound to be at least 2 other enemies inside there. I think I've blocked his view. Sorry about that. And they're not coming out. We also have to watch out, because despite using silenced weapons, that still might attract some zombies. Oh, and that door's gonna open. And I've never seen an orange grenade, an orange smoke grenade, so I don't know what that is. But I don't want to step into it. It looks like it's just a smoke grenade. And thank God for that indicator of the enemy, because I would not have been able to help. Oh, see? There's a zombie. Let's get the headshot on that guy. Let's help out. And if you remember my cowboy Brian, he has half a stamina bar, so that's not good. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna be spending a lot of my time until I find more or be able to craft first aid kits, which I think one of the medical specializations to be able to make first aid kits, that's going to be very important now in your first lethal community team, to be able to make first aid kits. And first aid kits only fixes a certain number of injuries. I noticed. So you're gonna, like, if you have a lot of injuries like Brian has, you might need like 2 first aid kits to heal him up. So it was pretty worth it, and thankfully none of my party suffered any losses, because I've played nightmare games where, you know, the enemy enclaves, they'll get that lucky headshot and your guy's just dead, you know, and that's just so disappointing. So whenever I want to tackle enemy enclaves, especially in lethal zone, I'm going to bring friends. I'm not going to do that alone. Okay, so we're going to stay together, and we're going to drop off some stuff at the base, and we're going to try to complete this this prepper quest. Usually this prepper quest has a nice carbine using 22 caliber rounds and has a big magazine. Unfortunately, I haven't been picking up any bullets. So all these stores have been looted, and I should have tried to find a way to save Chuck, because I would have had four people to my community, and then I could have moved a little bit west.
Did everyone behave while I was gone?
I'm home and not dead. My 2 favorite things. Okay.
So there's Flora heading to the infirmary. We'll drop off some stuff. Let's take a look, and if you look, Chuck is dead. Sorry, Chuck. Okay, so skipping ahead, just waiting for people to come. It's a little bit harder when there's no voice comms working. So we made it to the house. I've already looted this house before, so I think all I have to do is loot that one container right here, and this will complete the quest. Once again, I guess I can make more noise, and instead I only got a crossbow. But crossbows aren't bad. Especially for PC, I find. I'm not too sure how easy it is to aim with the Xbox controller, but for mouse keyboard, it's very easy to shoot with crossbows. So I don't believe my party members have been able to really loot in this game so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create we're going to loot in this area, and I'm going to create an outpost for them. Once again, I really appreciate them joining. You know, it's nice to always have friends, you know, and you know, if we haven't played yet, I hope we get that opportunity soon.
Maybe we can trade this to someone.
Okay, some weapon remains. Nothing else really, but there's a little shed here. And that's the thing, with friends around, I feel a little bit more comfortable in kind of like being more aggressive.
Going far with all this.
Okay, so I'm almost full. And I see my friend, what's it called? I see my friend just sneaking around, so I figured there might be something around there. There's a lot of stuff to loot in here, which is great, but I missed the zombies that he's going to attack. Hopefully he'll be okay. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below what type of melee weapon you like. I don't particularly like blunt weapons. I see their value in that you can knock down zombies, and that it's really good for multiplayer. That's what I'll say. It's really good for multiplayer. So one person can knock down all the Zeds, while someone like me with the close combat weapons, I'll come and just stab their heads really quickly, you know. So if it's not close combat, I would say it's a toss-up between powerhouse weapons and what's it called, the swords. I like that they both have finishers when you max out the skill. So we're going to create an outpost here for my party members so that they can have easier access. I'm going to keep looting. I believe I'm going to find one additional rucksack. Yeah, so I already have a rucksack there. I'm going to do something that you should almost probably never do in Lethal Zone, and that's like break down a rucksack.
We're down here.
I should just spend the time to run back and drop it off, but I didn't really feel like doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna head back to the house. There's something else to loot, and that's the thing. I kind of wish that as a non-host, so anyone that joins my game, I kind of wish they had more containers to loot, because I find the host always has more containers to loot. You are getting obviously loot or rewards for joining someone else's game, but I don't feel like it's proportional. Although you don't have to worry about the upkeep, like the daily upkeep of resources. So there is a few screamers to kill. And that's not good. And here is the crossbow in action. There we go. Oh, and see, look at that. There's a bloater here. And we got a nice headshot. And you'll notice there's another bloater to our right in a moment. Okay, so see, back there. Is it worth a shot? It is. And see, I can't even go too crazy with my crossbow. I have to make sure I really need to use it. I appreciate the gear that my party members are giving me, but at the same time, I kind of want to struggle a little bit. I kind of want to, like, not just have someone give me a ton of gear right off the bat. I want to, like, you know, play the game for real. So while I appreciate that Dillinger, you know, at the same time, maybe I should have just made do with what I had. So I think we'll end today's video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks goes out to my new friends, Halcyon and Zeta. Some definitely classy and skilled players. But hey, if you're looking for a good group, leave your gamer tag in the comments below and we can try as well. I'll have to play around with the mics and party settings so you can hear our conversation in future vids. Check out the rest of my channel for other videos on State of Decay 2, video games, board games, and other fun things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.